Gregory Alan Isakov, or Isakov, is an artist I've been hearing the name of a lot recently, and he's definitely associated with the current resurgence of this indie folk, country folk kind of era that I believe is coming back, which I'm very happy about because it's right up my street. But with that said, I've never actually listened to any of Gregory's music, so today I thought I would just react to my first listen, and it's a track called San Louis, or is it San Louis? Anyway, I've got a fair idea of the kind of sound that I'm going to be hearing from him today, because I've seen short clips just on TikTok and YouTube and stuff, but I've never actually delved into it, so I'm really looking forward to it. Also, if you're someone who has ever spent time worrying about your artist's name and trying to come up with something really cool, like I have in the past, please forget about it, because if you can get away with Gregory Alan Isakov, then you can get away with almost anything. I think there's actually something cool about having an alphabet for a name, and sometimes artists delay putting out a project because they're waiting until they've got the perfect moniker, but sometimes it just doesn't matter. It's really all about the music. I've actually got a bit of a sore throat today, so please bear with me. I've got my nice warm tea here to try and help. Just before we listen to the track, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button on the screen now, and also turn on your notifications so you never miss any of my videos. Thanks. The video passes the vibe check for what I expected. Are they Red Wing boots?
Weightlessness, no gravity. Were we somewhere in between? I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me. A bird's eye view, San Louis.
I really like this, and it is what I was expecting, both in terms of his voice and just the overall kind of sound, guitar, vocal, some nice pads, very light in behind. I was just waiting to see a campfire. So there's something in me, the choir there, or the harmonies were really nice, but there's something in me that doesn't like when songs just play chords and do that kind of thing for too long. And the opening of this song was kind of similar in that if you're just going over the chords, for me it just wastes a bit of time. And maybe that's just the way people are these days. It's like they just want to get straight to the music, and maybe I'm just guilty of that. But sometimes I think, what is the point in all this faffing about? It's kind of like old rock music when the songs would be like 8 minutes, and half of that is just like guitar chords. So maybe I'm being harsh.
Oh, highway boys all sleeping out with their dirty mouths and broken strings. Other eyes are shining like the sea for you, the queen of San Louis.
I think the percussion here is really nice. I love when the percussion in songs doesn't shine too much. It's just kind of in the background, and you would almost not even realise it's there unless you were actually listening for it. I know it's just a light kick drum, and I think there's some brushes on a snare.
I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me. A bird's eye view, San Louis.
What has he done to that guitar? Like, there's beat up guitars and then there's mold on your guitar. It looks cool though.
Cutting through the avenues, I'd always find my way to you. Beside the hook, the hammer lies.
I like what they've done there with the video, and just as the song kind of shifted, so did the video. I mean, I'm not a director or a videographer, but I think that was a nice move.
Fumbling round
That looks like the desktop that comes with your Mac. I wonder if that's the same place. Sorry, I shouldn't pause just to talk about that.
In the smoke, spending time chasing ghosts. Hold me down, child. Hold me down, child.
The imagery is really nice.
California called you queen, with your golden hair and magazine. Were you somewhere in between?
I like what they did there. They stripped it down to almost, it sounds like there was like clicks in the background and lovely harmonies. Stripped the song right back down to that, and again the visual kind of matched that kind of thing. It was nice.
Fast asleep, fly and dream. I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me. A bird's eye view, San Luis. I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me. A bird's eye view, San Luis.
I'm trying to work out what he means by I'm the ghost of you, you're the ghost of me. A bird's eye view of San Luis. Did it just rhyme with me, or is he talking about people who are dead, like in the sky, like looking down over, or is one person dead looking down on him? Is he supposed to be dead looking down on someone else? Or maybe it's just not that intellectual, it just rhymed.
I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me. A bird's eye view, San Luis. I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me. A bird's eye view, San Luis.
Bit of banjo coming in there, not surprised. Nice. So I would say I definitely liked it. Did I expect a bit more? Yes. What was it missing for me? I would say it lacked a chorus, and I don't think that about every song, but for this one in particular, it kind of just coasted without really challenging any part of the song. Apart from that one bit where it dropped out and it was just backing vocals, I really thought that was cool. I didn't expect to feel kind of deflated after hearing this, but he's got the attention of a lot of people, and maybe there's something about this passive listening, just nice acoustic folk music that people just want to be on rather than actively listening to. What is it? You can hear or you can listen, and maybe people just want to hear this rather than listen. But this happens to me a lot, where I'll listen to something once and be like, not really for me, and then a month later you'll find me in all their albums, know every word. So I mean, I would love it if that happened with this. It just didn't get me straight away. But with that said, with Ben Howard, for anyone who knows him, I listened to one of his songs, like Only Love, years and years ago, and it was only about 2 years ago that I absolutely fell in love with it, and he's been on my like Spotify Wrapped top artists since then. So maybe sometimes artists just take a bit of warming to, but as a general statement, I would say he's right up my street. He's got a low, warm voice, nice acoustic guitar. His whole vibe seems to align with what I usually like. So I'm not really sure what it is that's missing for me, to be honest. I feel like I'm being really harsh, but I'm definitely not going to write him off. I'm going to definitely listen to more music, and maybe, as I say, I'll find that it's something I really like. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please let me know if there are any other Gregory Alan Isakovs songs that I should be listening to, because as I say, this is my first time ever properly listening to him, but I'm definitely willing to hear more. I'm currently trying to grow this channel, so if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe below and share this with your friends. Cheers.